Hello, I'm a slave, and so are you. Welcome to Own the Life of Your Dreams YouTube channel. My name is Tamisha. So glad to have you here with me today. I'm about setting people free from financial debt and financial illiteracy, and basically getting you financially free, period. And if that is something that you're interested in, you must subscribe, join me on the journey. I'm excited to have you with me. So why am I a slave? Why are you a slave? Well, basically we're slaves to many different things, and I found this out about a few years ago. And I was working at the time, and I said, you know what, I don't want to do this. But I have to do this. And the question was, why am I working the job that I'm working? Why am I doing what I'm doing? And the thought came to me, because I'm a slave. You see, you're slave to many different things. One of them is to society. I'm not that big of a slave to society, though. I really don't care what people think about me and how they feel that I should spend my money, because it's my money and I'm going to spend it the way I want to. All right. And so it is what it is. But most people are not like me. They have to have the newest, the biggest, the greatest. Now, there are some people who know that spending money on land is a great option. But there are other people who don't, and they would rather spend their money on the newest Jordans, the newest NBA 2K20 game. They would rather get the new Louis Vuittons, the hardest cars, the best houses, all of these things that don't really mean a hill of beans, except for the houses. But it doesn't really mean a hill of beans. It just shows that you have money. But whether you really truly have money is dependent on what your net worth says. And if it shows that your net worth is in the negative, but you have $1 billion house, are you really rich? Do you really have the money to sustain the lifestyle that you have? There are so many people out there, rappers, basketball players, athletes, all sorts of things, people out there that get all of this money, all of these things, and then end up being broke, bankrupt 2-3 years later. Is that really rich? Is that real freedom? No, because they can't sustain or maintain their lifestyle without working all of the time for it. So we become slaves to things. Honey, if you have to go in debt to buy it, then it owns you. You do not own it. If you have to not pay your rent to buy it, then it owns you and you do not own it. There's a difference between being free financially and just having a bunch of crap and looking like you rich. Nobody wants to be ghetto fabulous and balling. Well, there are people out here who do, but what sense does that make? How does that help you be better, period, financially? How does that help you? It doesn't. It just puts you in this bind where you actually are constantly trying to find some way to pay for what it is that you just bought. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Nobody wants to live like that for long. And if you do, then you're just scamming and hustling for the rest of your life, and or doing illegal things, which may land you in jail, and then you have a whole nother bigger problem to deal with. Why not do it legitimately? Why not get the money legitimately so you can sleep at night? So society, always a slave if you allow it to be. However, what is a slave to most of us is our job, our J-O-B. And why is that our slave? Because we are constantly told when to go to work, not necessarily when to leave. They don't care when you leave unless you are, hourly and they still paying you, you're on the clock. But when to come in, if your salary, what deadlines you need to meet, what paperwork you need to fill out, all of this list of things that you're supposed to do that is impossible to do. and you're stressed out and worried and concerned over a job that you really don't even want to do. Most of the people don't even want to do what they're doing. They're doing it because they need to make a living, because they need to eat, because they have children and they have needs. And if you don't, fulfill those needs, they lock you up. If you're liking the video, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified anytime I drop a new video. Thanks. Let's get another set of handcuffs. Okay. And so you got to take care of your kids. You got to take care of your pets if you have one, because they'll lock you up for that too. And you got to eat and take care of yourself. You got to have a roof over your head and clothes on your back. And in order to do that, you have to have money to do it. And so unless you go on the illegal route or stripping or whatever, you have to have some type of job that will pay for your lifestyle.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network.
So what do? Well, you work, right? And you work at a job that you hate. Now, not everybody hates their jobs. I don't like those people. They're in something that they love, and they get up and they love to go to work, and Lord knows I'm trying to get there. But right now I'm where I'm at, and it's cool. So what can we do about it? Well, about a few years later, my husband made a deal with me. He said, if you want to get out of teaching, you got to pay your bills off, your debts off, in order for it to make it happen. And I unwittingly basically came up with a plan to help myself do that. And so I collected all of my debts. I saw what I was paying, and I just started paying stuff off. I made a plan and made it happen. Did it always work out well? No, because crap happens, right? The car, the transmission goes out twice. Your kids need allergy shots. Somebody breaks a bone and you got to go to the doctor and get it fixed, or you get the flu and you can't work for a week. Am I just talking about my life? Maybe it's just me. But that happened. And so what are you going to do? You can't just cry because you can't pay, your debts off. You got to just deal with life the way it goes. And so that's what I've been doing, dealing with life. So it didn't take me like 2 years to become debt free, but now I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor. I am actually in a place where things are getting paid off, and I want to share that plan with you. So what I call it is the wealth abundance method. And basically it is a plan to help you get financially free. So in the link below, if you click it, you can find out all the information about it. Give me your information, and I will send it over to you for free. My absolute gift to you, just for spending some time with me, hanging out with me, and subscribing to my channel. So definitely do that. Definitely be involved. And if you want to work with me personally, all of that information is in the description box below. You can contact me, and we will definitely help straighten out your finances. I'm so excited to work with you. I can't wait to set you free and get you on the track to so you can set yourself free. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. So until next time, my friend, make sure you think big, dream big, take action so that you may own the life